So guys, today is the 5th day and this is 6 a.m. So today being the 5th day, just look at them and see how they are faring. They are okay. So far so good. They still have feed because I put this feed and water very late. I think around 1 a.m. That was when I gave them this water and the feed and the heat too. So here they are at 5 days old. Like I told you, they are still on antibiotics. I just gave them antibiotics only. I didn't add vitamin to it. So you can see them now. They are 5 days old. So what I will do now, because they're full of the feeders, so I will just filter the feed only. I'll filter the feed only. They don't need that much heat this period now because the weather is cold. Though the night it was cold, so I just put small charcoal for them. So this morning now is still very cold, so they are well distributed, but I will just add a little heat for them, very small quantity for them. Thank you. So guys, today is the 5th day. From what you can see, these broilers are 5 days old, and there is a huge difference here. What I did was that I started introducing the bigger particles of the feed to them, and also if you look at the drinkers, I have to put it on a platform. I have to put it on a platform to raise it above the wood shavings. Reason being that the water becomes too polluted and too dirty. So they scratch off the wood shavings inside the liter, inside the drinker, preventing them from drinking water. So that is why I have to place it on the platform. So if you are to raise your broilers, ensure to follow these steps. They are very, very important, because if you don't do it, the water will get clogged. Like there will be a lot of dirt inside the drinker and it will prevent them from drinking the water. So this is the 5th day. And another thing is that if you look, there is no longer heat again. At 5 days, I have stopped giving them heat because they don't need it at this point. The weather is hot and they are doing very well, perfectly okay. That is why brooding doesn't have to be a particular time. You don't have to give your best for, say, heat for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, or it's not specific. It's not fixed. You can choose to give them heat during the brooding period for 2 days, or for 1 week, or for 2 weeks. It's optional and it depends on the beds, on the broilers. So you cannot tell somebody that you should give them the heat for 5 days or for 7 days. No, it all depends on the state of the beds. So, but they still remain in the brooder house. They still remain in the brooder house, but we are not giving them heat. So for 5 days now, the 5th day, I'm not giving them heat. So that is what is on. So now I'm going to give them feed. Look at them very well. They are just 5 days old. These are 5 days old broilers. They are growing pretty well. Five days old. So now let me give them feed. They still have water, so I'm not going to touch the water, just feed. Then I want to add something to those of you that are new in this business or you intend going into the business. This is what thing you must do to save feed. If you look now, I have scraped this feed. Every time you want to give them feed, make sure you scrape the feeder like this. Even if you are not washing it, scrape it out. And whatever feed that is remaining, pour it into any of the feeder. You can choose to leave it, you can choose, yes, but I always like to leave them. Now let me show you what I'll do. Now this is the old one. Look at the feed. I try to filter them, but it's very difficult for me to filter them, so I have to leave it like this. Now see this feed. This feed now. So what I will do, I'll pour it here. When I pour it there, I will then scrape these their droplets. You have to scrape it. Make sure you do this. It's very, very important. You scrape it out. Then when you finish scraping it, you pour this away, and you have a clean feeder. So all this feed can remain here. Gradually they will pick them up. With time they will just be picking them up gradually. So let me put another feed. Look at them very well. At 5 days, they are 5 days days, and mind you, they are still on antibiotics and vitamin today. And I'll tell you, I'll give the first 1 week. I'm going to give you the medication I'll be using for the first 1 week. So this is the feed. Just light sprinkling of 2 hands. That is what I'm giving them. And I want to place it now. You see how they will rush the feed because they loved fresh feed. You see. Like they are hungry, they just need fresh feed. So a lot of them will be on the fresh feed, while few ones will just be on the old feed. Look at them. So the time is 2:30 a.m. So 2:30 a.m. So if you actually want your broilers to grow fast, you have to give them light, and you have to be giving them feed at intervals. You don't need to heap the feed so that by the time you heap the feed, they will not finish it, they will defecate on it, pass out droppings on it, and they will not want to eat it again. So the best thing is to be giving them gradually like this. Look at them. Look at them at 5 days old. At 5 days old. So that is all for now. 5 days old.